Hey there, Baker Beltz here. I know I have about 20 seconds before many of you will click away from the video, so I'll be very forward up front. The Track Vision Quest won't launch you into an alternate reality. It won't give you vivid visuals of swirling fractal patterns, and it won't put you into contact with hyperspatial machine elves. If you're hoping for that, I apologize for causing you to click on the video. That being said, it will connect you with the morphogenetic field of ayahuasca and help you make contact with the consciousness of the plant. It will also induce a noticeable and pleasant altered state of consciousness, which is perfect for deep introspection, problem solving, and shamanic journeying. In this video, I'm going to give a brief overview of what the Track Vision Quest is, talk briefly about the technology behind it, and then give my personal opinion about the effects and usefulness of the track. The Track Vision Quest is a premium brainwave entrainment session which was developed by iAwake Technologies. I've already made a general review video of iAwake with recommendations of my personal favorite tracks, so I won't go into deep detail about that here, but I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to see that. The track Vision Quest wasn't mentioned in that video because I wanted to make a more of a deep dive video about it, and that's what you're watching right now. Before I talk about the cognitive effects of these tracks, I first want to mention the music. iAwake licensed several tracks from Robert Rich to be the backdrop of these meditations. Robert Rich is a master of ambient soundscapes and is one of the most well-known names in the genre of ambient music. His tracks are a tapestry of evolving drones, tastefully placed nature sounds, noise, and weird sound effects. Apart from any of the brainwave entrainment, his tracks alone have kind of a mind-altering effect. But of course, what makes Vision Quest tracks so powerful is the inclusion of really advanced brainwave entrainment signals. The tracks are the brainchild of the brainwave entrainment pioneer Eric Thompson. Eric developed a proprietary technique in which he figured out a way that you can extract the quantum signatures of plants and various substances and then amplify them and then re-embed them in an audio file. To create the tracks of Vision Quest, the quantum signatures of ayahuasca and Amanita Muscaria mushrooms were sampled and then embedded within the tracks. So when you listen to the tracks, it actually causes your consciousness to automatically tune in to the morphogenetic field of those plants. The brainwave entrainment of the tracks begins in the waking beta range, then over the course of the first 10 minutes, slowly descends into the primary entrainment, which is in the theta and delta ranges. The next 50 minutes are a unique combination of high delta, low theta, and mid theta waves. This induces a hypnagogic trance, which is very similar to the state that you experience when you're falling asleep at night. The only difference is that when you enter this state with these tracks, you still have full lucidity and alertness. At the beginning when I said these tracks don't cause visuals, that was partly a lie. I just wanted to distinguish that it doesn't cause the type of full-blown visuals that are typical of a physical DMT experience. The visuals are more akin to the pulsing waves of light that you see when you're falling asleep at night, or kind of like the color patterns you get like when you rub your eyes. Um, the states that the tracks induce is really fluidic. It's kind of like having a really vivid daydream, and your mind becomes more associative. Like ideas flow in and out. It's the perfect state for creative problem solving and also for engaging with your imagination. So, for instance, if you're working on a manifestation, This is the perfect state for enhancing your mental images and making them more vivid. And then obviously, as the title suggests, it's the perfect state for going on vision quests and shamanic journeying. The tracks are also perfect as a sort of maintenance routine after an actual ayahuasca journey. It can help you to maintain rapport with the consciousness of the plant without having to physically ingest any more of it. And I know because a lot of people are like traveling out of the country to go on ayahuasca retreats, it actually isn't an option to get the physical plant in the country that you come from, then having a way to still connect with the plant is definitely a positive. Now, I haven't ever used actual ayahuasca personally, so I can't make a side-by-side comparison, but I have been clairsentient since my early 20s, and the presence of the consciousness of the plants is undeniable to my psychic senses when I listen to these tracks. I've also had several experiences in deep meditation where my brain naturally released DMT, so I can vouch that it's a very similar feeling. The experience is relatively gentle, so in that sense, it's different from a full-blown ayahuasca journey. But because it's gentler, you can use it repeatedly over a long period of time. So, for instance, if you're working on a shadow issue, you can integrate that issue over the course of a dozen sessions instead of having a full-blown face-to-face encounter with the issue. So it can be helpful if you want to take things a little more slowly. Yeah, so that's a general overview. There's a 5-minute sample of the track on the iAwake website if you'd like to get a taste for it. I'll leave a link to the product page in the description. I'll also leave a link where you can get a 20-minute sample of their main meditation tracks. They're longer, so you can get a sufficiently good idea of how the entrainment technology is going to affect you. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope this review was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.